Hi, how you doing?
Hi. Sorry, I had to let the dog out. A bit of a
Oh,
bother.
that's fine, don't worry. Um, I'm just sitting here meditating and seeing what comes through. Um, excuse me. I've changed slightly in how I work now, just as I've kind of grown and learned. Um, Before I automatically went to cards, I would use the cards as a tool. I'm just going to put this on the full screen. I'm sitting here looking at a little window. There we go. Um, what I'm finding more often now is the spirits are kind of having me push the cards to one side and they're just wanting to come talk directly. Although the cards can't do come out sometimes, depending on if I'm struggling to figure out what they're trying to say. Um, Being sitting here meditating before you came in, and there was quite a large guy came to me. Um, he felt as though he was a no nonsense sort of attitude. Can be quite there's a big guy, and he carried kind of a personality of being as kind of a big guy, quite tough. But he was actually quite soft and supportive when you got to know him. When he was in your corner, he was in your corner, and simple as that. Does this make sense to someone?
Kind of.
They died before their time, I think. I'm seeing kind of 40s to 50-ish.
Okay.
And does that make sense? With what you're thinking?
Um, yeah, kind of in a way, but then I suppose you're trying to establish who it is.
Yeah. Um, when it comes in closer, I feel uncomfortable in my throat and my neck, and also my stomach. Um, Whoever this is, I believe they've got a daughter
Okay.
who's alive, by the way, not a dead daughter. Um, Also, for some reason, I wrote down very clean, like us, like the nails and everything was always quite clean and tidy. See if I can narrow in on a name, or at least a first letter of a name. Let's see if I can get that. So far, I've not actually asked him anything. He's just kind of giving me bits of information. Okay. As before, the names can be kind of wrong, but the first letter tends to be right. So a J name, like
James.
James. Sorry?
Yeah.
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 It's James, right? Or is it a J name?
My granddad was James. He died in his
Okay.
50s.
And cause I honestly can't remember, and it's kind of important just for credibility. Did this person come up in our original reading? Do I
No.
know any of this previously? No,
No.
that's fine. I just wanted, I when I do a reading, after I've done the reading, because it's not my memories and thoughts, I literally cannot remember. I can kind of see the images, but it's like watching a video without sound.
Yeah.
So
It's not your story, is it?
yeah, so I'm not being when I ask you to remind me, I just hope you don't think I'm being rude.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But that's fine. Okay. You happy that he's established himself with
Yeah.
that information? Okay, that's fine. When I said about when he's got your corner, he's really got your corner. He emphasized that he still does. Um, it's very much a protector feeling. Like if somebody was upsetting you, you'd make that person kind of feel a bit more uncomfortable, or try to anyway, or he'd be giving you the strength to keep um yourself going, or keep yourself standing up for yourself, or move yourself from the situation. Um, I don't know why I'm going down those particular examples. Come back to that in a second. I'll just make a note myself to come back to that. That's something I learned to do, is take notes, so I come back to things later. But you also, I'm sure you remember, I never actually look at the screen. I always look away when I read, which is probably not the best thing for a recording, but it's a lot of work. I don't like seeing people when I read them. He says he was with you when you graduated. Did you go to college, university, or something like that?
No, I haven't. I'm in the middle of doing that now, so
Okay, I could have mistranslated that. I'd be with you when you graduate, because I'm asking kind of for future things to start with, and I went back. It could just be me miss, but he was talking definitely about graduation and being with you.
my mum's dad.
Okay. And what was the issue with the throat and neck, or possibly the stomach? Wasn't sure about the stomach.
He died of subarachnoid hemorrhage, so it's at the back of his neck.
Makes sense. I wrote throat and neck. I felt the pressure, like on the outs, like it didn't feel comfortable, but it was like a really stiff neck was coming on to me to kind of get that impression. Okay. Did that affect his stomach in any way, or would have probably filled it up with it?
I'm not actually sure. I've got his like death certificate and stuff because I do my family tree, so I will have a look over that and just see whether it was associated with it.
I've basically, this is the stuff I've kind of written down. You won't be able to see it properly. Just at the top there, throat and neck and stomach, and a question mark and a square. When I do a square, it means I'm not 100% certain on that. So I'm hoping it's right. Just a bit of extra validation. He watches on your life with pride. And he also said your children. Do you have children?
I've got one.
Sorry?
I've got one.
Okay. Is there a bit of arguing just now?
No, I would say so.
No, I could be picking that up wrong. It happens. I see them arguing with someone, but I thought it was you. Like I'm an issues arguing with someone. Obviously, it isn't you. You'd know that.
Yeah. Not a grudge against me that I don't know.
no, like that. Right, we'll come back to that. I'm going to. It's faded back a second, which gives me a chance to kind of link into your energy a bit more psychically and see what I get. I'm not actually writing much. I'm basically drawing tiny little boxes. That's how I kind of meditate while I do this. It concentrates my mind. I'm going to use the cards here for